Welcome back, guys, to another video of AETW. And today we are going to be talking about whether the crybaby main characters are more relatable or just more OP in general than the average main character. Now, so let's think about some crybaby main characters like Takemichi, Tanjiro, Deku. These are some crybaby main characters, as you know. So it's like a situation where it's like obviously they are different. I think there's a whole different. There are so many dynamics when it comes to main characters. There's obviously the dumb but strong guy like Goku, Saitama, like all those kind of main characters. They may be like they from the start of the anime they are just cold and stuff like that. Those kind of main characters. But I think for Crybaby main characters, I think it's a kind of situation where we get to see them grow into this new like type of individual or type of character. Like I feel like when it comes to like crybaby heroes or crybaby main characters, if you catch them from the start, like obviously a lot of times they are just kind of obnoxious, they are just kind of annoying. But then as the anime progresses, like in season 6 of which I'm just itching to do, I think for season 6 of My Hero Academia, like I'm really itching to just do some like a seasonal review, because I'm honestly enjoying it so much, especially after I felt like season 5 was kind of disappointing, like seeing how long they wasted on the whole endeavor and to the rookie crap. But yeah, like season 6 just made up and even did way better than what I had expected it to be. Like now you think about the whole dynamic and everything. The thing about crybaby heroes as well is that unknowingly, for some reason, we always get emotionally attached to the crybaby heroes. I think it's a kind of psychological thing where because we see these guys cry so often over the simplest things and over like things that are so minor, because obviously like as the anime goes on, like the crying reduces, or even if it doesn't reduce though, it gets to a certain level where like some tears are actually justified. And for some reason, if you actually realize or if you check it most of the time, we actually do relate to a lot of these guys. Like I think this in the last episode of My Hero, when Deku, like when Raka was giving that speech, and Deku was crying, Deku was feeling it. Like I just felt like that was such a heartbreaking scene. I don't even know, like, because obviously like it was a way of Raka like convincing the people to believe in Deku, but I was just broken. I really did feel what Deku felt. I can't even lie. And for some reason, for somebody who has been crying like almost throughout the anime, it's just kind of crazy to me that when obviously you would think that when these things happen, maybe you wouldn't the emotional attachment wouldn't be there. Maybe it wouldn't be that much of a crazy scene, but these things happen and you're even more attached. You're more it's more of a like crazy feeling or a crazy. It's even more relatable when their tears are actually justified. So yeah, crybaby heroes, and obviously again their progression is obviously crazy. But I think the only downside for a lot of the crybaby heroes or crybaby main characters is that like they at some point they just lose their smile. Like a lot of the time they really just lose their smile for a lot of crybaby MCs. But I think the progression of crybaby main characters is honestly crazy. For some reason, just get this emotional attachment to them, even though we find them annoying at some point. I feel like for crybaby main characters, there's always this thing that just it's like a toxic relationship where you just keep going back or relating to this person or to this character. And then obviously, like for crybaby main characters, the progression is always crazy. Like I can't really think of a crybaby MC that didn't really get a good or a genuine like improvement when it comes to their characters, like genuine character development. Because you see it and there's really it's like that saying that there's really once you're down, there's really no other place to go to than up. Like the sense that it's just in the sense that these guys, a lot of like most of the time, these guys do grow up or do get this crazy progression where they start taking responsibility for their actions, where they start being more accountable, where they start taking things to the next level. And we see them do this, and unconsciously, we even start rooting for them, or we start supporting them, or I just act as if they weren't crying for like a whole 5 seasons, like with Deku. Obviously, Deku is obviously a crybaby hero or a crybaby MC, but this season is just a different vibe. And even Takamichi from Tokyo Revengers, like obviously the way he stood up to Taiju during the whole fight, you no you couldn't tell me that in that moment you were like, oh, this guy is just like another crap. Like it gets to the point where the progression really just gets so good, and you don't even realize that you are really rooting for these characters. So obviously, I'm going to be doing for other characters as well, like for other main characters as well. So it's just a situation where we just get so attached for some reason because of all these things build up, all these things. Because it's a situation where when it's just the cold ass or cold main character, I feel like a lot of times I'm not really emotionally attached to these characters, like most of the time, like 98% of the time. Because the more relatable the character is, because a lot of us subconsciously we do relate more to all these crybaby heroes, all this because obviously if we were put in some of these main characters their shoes, we would be doing way worse than just crying on the spot and stuff like that. So yeah, like we wouldn't be we would be people wouldn't be able to handle the responsibilities or be able to really accept the things that they are going through, like psychologically and mentally and stuff. So I just think that obviously crybaby MCs are really the shit. So yeah, it's been your boy. I'm going to do for other types of main characters, the other dynamics of different main characters as well. But for today, you are also a crybaby main character. So stop making noise about it and stop hating and start watching more of these type of anime.